Welcome everyone to my Master League Spotlight, and this is temporary. Do not, do not. So today I'm going to feature a team with Melmetal in the Master League. It's a very meta team, but I am going to pair Togekiss and Giratina Origin with Melmetal. Now the main problems Melmetal faces are Giratina Origin and Kyogre, to name a few, and sometimes a few Rhyperior or Heatrans here and there. But these are mainly its problems, and Togekiss and Giratina Origin can take care of them very well. So let's get in. So I am leading with Togekiss with Ancient Power and Dazzling Gleam, but I prefer Ancient Power and Flamethrower. Always run Flamethrower. I'm running Dazzling Gleam because this is actually my raid Togekiss, so I don't know. I don't want to run Flamethrower. So here I switch to my Giratina Origin. This is very good for me. Now most of the time I see that the opponent actually switches out if they are running Dialga lead. This team is very strong as Dialga teams, and he shields the Shadow Ball. Now I do not have any rare candies to unlock my Giratina. I have like 70 Giratina candies left, and like I need 30 more, and I just don't have it. So I'm just running Shadow Ball. So you can run Shadow Ball or a non-unlocked Togekiss too, but Togekiss is, you need a pretty high IVs on Togekiss, as high as possible. My Togekiss is 98%, and my Melmetal and Giratina both are like good IVs, pretty good IVs. Now here I come back into Togekiss. Now I have Melmetal for his Dialga in my back, and I am going to show you a few scenarios where I actually lose the lead. Mostly I don't, because I have seen, what I've personally seen is most people tend to lead with either Giratina O or Dialgas. Mostly. I have run into a few Heatrans and Melmetals lead too, and I haven't won all my matchups. Now here with Melmetal, I always prefer to double up. So for back-to-back superpowers, you need 9 or 10 Thunder Shocks. So count up to 10 and then just go back to back. I always do that. I don't like going one and then charging, because your defense is going to drop and you're going to take extra damage, and I do not want that extra damage on my Melmetal. So I am near rank 9. I know I'm not really a very high ranking player in GBL, but this team is viable anywhere. You can run it in any rank. So this time I faced a Machamp lead. I think people are running more matchups because of the steals, because I have seen a lot of Dialga and Metagross leads, a lot of steel leads. So again I am going to double up. I do not need to shield anything. He goes for a Dragometer. Even if that was a Thunder, I wouldn't have shielded, because Mel doesn't need any shields, and I keep my shields for Togekiss and Giratina Origin. So again I go back to back, but here you saw that he got a few Dragon Breaths off, right? Like he got more than one. It shouldn't happen, but I don't know, it just happens. So I go to Togekiss. Now I think I'm going to shield once. Yes, I'm going to shield once and charm him down. He goes for a Rock Slide, and he has 2 shields up and he has Metagross in the back. So this is why I suggest everyone to run Flamethrower. Don't follow me, run Flamethrower. And if I had Flamethrower, I might have gotten off a shield, and if he didn't shield, it would do heavy damage on that Metagross. I am seeing a lot of Metagross and Kyogres. I think because mainly they are raid counters, people tend to use them more, people tend to power up them more. So I am going to go for Shadow Ball, and he is going to shield. So this is where Ominous Wind would have came in handy. And I think I Shadow Claw him down. Yes, I just barely. He was basically at another Meteor Mash. I Shadow Claw him down, and you need Omnus Wind in such scenarios where your opponent is up a shield or you need to beat. And if you run into Melmetals, always switch into your own Melmetal or your Giratina O and try to bait out his shields. Now again, I am facing Giratina Origin. Now he switches into his Kyogre, and this is why I run Giratina Origin, because specifically for Kyogres and Metagrosses, because Melmetal and Togekiss can't really handle them that well. Well, Melmetal does do a lot of damage to Kyogre and Metagross. So if you're locked into Metagross, always go for Superpower, as many Superpowers as you can. Try to get a shield out of it if you're locked. And if you're locked with a Kyogre, just go for straight Rock Slide. Straight Rock Slide, try to do as much damage as possible. And if you're leading in energy, you can actually win versus Kyogre. If with your Melmetal, if you have full HP and a lot of energy left. Now he has Dialga. I let my Giratina go. Now I switch into my Melmetal, and I keep my Togekiss for his Giratina. He goes for Thunder. I actually prefer running Thunder instead of Draco Meteor, but in some cases you actually really do need that extra damage on your opponent once. So you can try Dialga instead of Melmetal. You can switch this team up. Now my opponent does a really good switch there, but I am running this specific team because I don't have anything made for Master League. Like, I have a lot of mons made. I have Dragonite, I have Metagross, but I don't have any other legendaries unlocked. I could only unlock my Melmetal because I don't have any more rare candies left. You know, that quarantine and stuff. So until remote raids come up, I don't think I can handle Master League actually. So I'm going 3-0. I think this is my 4th match. And again, I'm facing a Dialga lead. Even today, I did about 2 to 3 sets, and I ran into so many Dialga leads. I don't know if Zionic or King actually did a video featuring Dialga lead. They probably did, and I'm facing a lot more Dialgas lately. And Garchomps. No, and again, Garchomp is a very hard counter for this team because Garchomp beats Melmetal and Giratina straight. Earthquake and Outrage. Garchomp is very scary against this team. So if your Togekiss is down and they have a Garchomp in the back, so try to bait with Omnus Wind and try to land Shadow Ball, and with your Melmetal go for Superpower. And if you can't, it's basically match over, man. Like you can't do anything against Garchomp. So even if you had Metagross instead of Melmetal, it wouldn't matter. And you specifically need Melmetal for Dialgas and Snorlaxes. So Metagross is very good, but it cannot handle Snorlaxes that well. But Melmetal doesn't have that problem. You just go for Rock Slide. You can either go straight Rock Slide, or you can go for a Rock Slide bait and then land the Superpower. I have ran into a few Superpower Snorlaxes, so that's just putting it there. So try to beat your opponent's Snorlaxes with Melmetal and Togekiss. Now this is a very RPS team. So whenever I'm facing Dialga, I actually go down shields. I actually shield once or twice, and here I know that he was going to go for Draco Meteor, and my Giratina was useless in the back anyway, so I sacked it, and I go for a bait Superpower, and it goes for KO. So what I was saying was, this is a very rock paper scissors team, so you need to win the lead. If you win the lead, you can sweep any team except for that specific Garchomp team. And if you don't win the lead, it's going to be very tough to come back. So if I'm facing Dialgas, like here I'm facing a Dialga, so either he will switch or I am ready with my Pokemons and their switch timer. I think I should lose this. So here I shield. Now what I don't think I did that here, but I should have gone for an ancient power and try to go. Oh, I did it. So if he shields that, he will be down a shield, right? And I will double shield my Togekiss. And if he didn't shield, he wouldn't get to a second Iron Head. He wouldn't get to this Iron Head if he didn't shield that. That charm would have killed. And I go shields down, and he has Kyogre in the back. Now here, what I did a very bad mistake. I should have gone for Dazzling Gleam, number one. And number two is I should have just switched here. Now, I was so focused on winning switch advantage that I actually got tunnel vision here. And I should have gone into my Giratina, but he almost has a Blizzard ready. So I purposely switched into my Melmetal to catch that Blizzard. And that was bad for me. And he has Togekiss in the back. So this is basically GG at this point. He is up a shield. Yes, he's up a shield. And the problem was that Kyogre. I should have switched there. Either I should have switched into Giratina, sacked it, or I should have switched into Melmetal. Because Melmetal at that health could handle. So I go 4-1 and I lose the last battle for my own mistakes. I should have won this easily, and I actually recommend this team. Run this and see how you end up. If you face a Melmetal lead, try to catch the Rock Slide with your own Melmetal or Giratina. I prefer switching into my own Giratina or Melmetal. Yeah, you can actually switch into your own Melmetal and have Giratina for that Melmetal in the back and try to maneuver from there. So, and if you run into a Metagross lead, it's gonna be a tough match. So switch into your own Melmetal and not your Giratina, because he will switch out of that Metagross and he would have Metagross for your Melmetal and Togekiss in the back. So keep one hard counter, don't ever switch into that hard counter instantly if you lose the lead. Sorry, I had a call, and so this was it. Hope you liked my team. This is Bhuvan Ahmed signing off.